Charles knocked Harry sideways. Sussex green-eyed as Princess Anne tipped for extra military honours. Princess Anne famously has been described as one of the hardest workers in the royal family. The 72-year-old, who is known as the Princess Royal, wore military dress to the late monarch's funeral last month, due to holding military honours. Because of this, according to the Daily Mail's royal editor Rebecca English, Anne could be tipped to receive more in the future. Speaking on the latest episode of Palace Confidential, and asked why the Princess Royal wore military dress to the Queen's funeral last month, Ms. English said, "Well, it was a state funeral. Most importantly, it was one of the Queen's wishes. And, I thought she looked absolutely magnificent. She owned that outfit, I thought." She added, "She's tipped as well, I have to say, to get more military honours in the future, so I think watch this space on that." She pointed out that, unlike his three siblings, Prince Andrew was only allowed for part of it. Over the years, Princess Anne has been known to carry out her royal duties without fuss nor fanfare. Queen Elizabeth II's only daughter had been a massive support to her late mother, particularly during the last few years of her 70-year reign. Anne was chosen to accompany her mother's coffin on its final journey. In a statement released by Buckingham Palace, the 72-year-old said, "I was fortunate to share the last 24 hours of my dearest mother's life. It has been an honor and a privilege to accompany her on her final journeys." Speaking recently on GB News, presenter Mark Dolan praised the late Queen's only daughter. He referred to her as King Charles' secret weapon and dubbed her his right-hand woman. He added, "Her experience, her energy, her enthusiasm, her wise judgment, her charm and the respect with which she's held by the British people will serve the King well." Princess Anne attended a fundraising reception in Chavanage House in TIPPED this afternoon. It was Princess Anne's first royal engagement in Gloucestershire since the death of Queen Elizabeth, her mother and Britain's longest-reigning monarch. The event was organised by Minchinhampton Surgery Charitable Trust, which has plans to build an estimated £6 million new GP building on Cirencester Road. Princess Anne has been royal patron of the Surgery Trust since 2012. Anne, now sister to the new monarch, King Charles III, drove herself to the event from Gatcombe Park and was joined by her lady-in-waiting Margaret Hammond. She was greeted by Lord Lieutenant Edward Gillespie and High Sheriff Sir Dusty Miller. Over 100 people attended the fundraising reception with friends and patrons of the Minchinhampton Surgery. One of the people Princess Anne spoke to was the surgery's finance assistant Elizabeth Shale. Elizabeth's daughter Robin, who is 6 years old, made a card for the Princess Royal which had the letter P, for Princess, with a crown on top. Elizabeth said, "I showed the card to Princess Anne and she said it was very exotic. Robin will be so pleased, it's a moment to remember. I gave the card to the lady-in-waiting and we might even get a royal response. They took down my address, so I'm hoping Robin will hear from the Princess Royal." Dr. Andy Simpson, a GP at the surgery, said, "Today's event went so very well, I'm so pleased she spoke to everyone in the room. She's really supportive and has a real understanding of the practice and what we want to achieve. We have such a great opportunity to offer extra services at the new site. We're so lucky that the parish council has helped us with the land. Working in Minchinhampton is absolutely fantastic. People care about the surgery so much and I just feel so lucky to work here, and I just feel